By request, I'm doing a kind of an overview of my gas pedal setup here. Just have a bicycle peg here from your basic Walmart bike, whatever, it's cheap stuff. Everybody has it. Drill it out, bolts it on, that's all there is to it. This is an idler arm from a Snapper LT16 41-inch deck. It doesn't really matter between the 41 and the 48. One's just shorter, so you can extend it if you need to. But what you can also use is the original Craftsman clutch, the original single pulley clutch that swings in like that. And it just kind of works better, but that's what I have on the Murray over there. You can't really see, but whatever. And it's just riding on this shoulder bolt here. Has a Allen head 1/2-inch 0500 thou shoulder on it with just a 3/8 16 thread. Basic stuff, I mean, but I use the crap out of them. They're just so handy. You wouldn't believe it. But riding on one of these, although this bushing in there, you can see it has bushings pressed in. Has a 9/16 ID, so it kind of loosey-goosey on there, but it'll work. It just works fine. Spring loaded, always good to have. You don't want to rely on that cable. Well, it's more for the carb side, but just less strain on stuff. I have another one of these shoulder bolts. I believe it's drilled about, focus, you fuck, about 1/4 inch halfway through, and on a 16th or an 8th, no, not an 8th, 16th or so, rest of the way through, just to let the cable through, and that way it holds this guy in there nicely. This is for the front deck lift, also for a Snapper, which it used kind of small cable, not this small, but I didn't like it, so I just kind of replaced it with a chain after it broke, and it's just bolted on there. I have different holes for adjustability. That one's not a spring hole, but anyway, works great. Nice washer job here. Can't never use too many washers. I run my cable up through here, over here, I say, to the carburetor side, hooked directly to the carburetor. This little plastic linkage in there. This linkage here, this cable end actually, I got off of a go-kart. It's like the greatest thing I've ever had, really. So handy, so nice to have something pre-made. I have a spring hooked from that plastic piece over there to the original throttle hookup here. This is ungoverned, so you can blow up the engine a lot easier. I would not recommend doing it for any new guys, or I wouldn't really recommend doing it to anybody, unless you're kind of a pro, kind of not. You got to actually remove the internal governor. I still have the shaft sticking out here from it, but it's all, the gear itself is out, so it's safe from that, at least. Not exactly Conrad's, but that's really all there is to it. Simple setup, works great. Works great. Somewhat adjustable, mostly adjustable. Pretty comfortable. Just drop, you know. It's great.